20, 24, 8, 11. 12, less and less in the XX city. Martial salutation. The hexagon is collapsing under the pressure of the occupation, and during this time, in the same time, the angle is striking back against the same occupation. People of the hexagon and of the angle are brothers. They take part of a same civilization, the civilization of the old continent. This civilization is not also a Christian civilization. It is a pagan civilization. This civilization, this pagan civilization, is not only the civilization of the old continent. The old continent is a part of the Borrelian supercontinent. This is the civilization of the North, the pagan civilization. This pagan civilization is not the cult of idols. This pagan civilization is the respect of the nature. The natives of the Borrolian continent should take care of themselves and of the nature. But we have here a pressure. This is a pressure from the south to the north. The south brings a cult of the center of the earth. This cult is the death cult, and especially the Black Death cult. This cult of the eight should be stopped. That's what says the people of the Angle land. But the native people of the Angle and of the Hexagon, these people is these people is under this pressure, but not also the pressure of the Black Death cult. These people is under the pressure of the collaborator of this Black Death cult. It is a discrimination, it is a persecution. Some of the brothers of the Hexagon wants to help the Hexagon to liberate from the cult of death. The so-called judge persecutes this helping brother. This so-called judge acts under the responsibility of the king. This king is a collaborator of the Black Death cult. That's why this king is not legitimate. But the fighter of freedom of the Angle land is a hero. That's why the people of the Hexagon should help him. The question is the awakening of the people, especially the people of the Hexagon. This awakening should be a real awakening, not a fake awakening. The problem is the propaganda of the medium, not also in the Hexagon, but also in the Angle. Not to be intoxicated by the propaganda of the medium, the wisdomer, the apprentice of wisdom, has to think by himself and to think by himself. The pupil of wisdom has to learn how to breathe. This breath is to reduce the stress. This breath is to reduce the stress of the fight. And now, it is what must be said to the pupil of the wisdom. Go on this path like a rhinoceros, like an unicorn. Shigenko Seido Nanchuri.
למלחמה עוד שבוע מעלים בצומת הדרכים שישראל והאזור נמצאים פה בהסלמה לעסקה אחרי הלחץ האמריקאי בסוף השבוע ביום חמישי צפויה לצאת מישראל משלב.
Morning, that could bring rainfall far exceeding the average for the whole month of August in a matter of days. Maria is moving north over waters east of Japan, is forming rain clouds over parts of Iwate Prefecture and others
כמובן לקראת השיחות האלו האמריקאים דוחפים גם את ישראל.
Retrouvez toutes les promos et
Well, good morning. This is Talk. I'm Peter Carnival. I'm here between now and 1 o'clock. There's lots to talk about this Sunday morning, and I want to get you involved in the conversation. 0344 499 1000, that's the number to call. In a moment, we're going to talk to a woman called Sarah McEntee. Now, she's involved in the British Legion in Southport. Her daughter was meant to go to the Taylor Swift podcast, but Niamh didn't end up going. And of course, Niamh is a friend of a number of the girls who were there. And indeed, one of the girls who was in that Southport attack. And 2 weeks on from that, 2 weeks tomorrow is the anniversary, 2-week anniversary. Really, how is Southport doing? And Alice, one of the little girls, is her funeral later today, and Sarah will be there. We'll be talking to our panel about all sorts of stories as well. Rina Abraham and Jonathan will be here. We'll be talking about the shocking racist thug 39 states and a bus driver calls him a Muslim terrorist B word after being refused on board as a competitive journey. Also, school waging war on fake news and anti-extremism, crackdown, and parents to be told that their child's school is falling down. Well, quite useful, and certainly if they're being racked with rack problems. Last one, Mike here, Sarah, isn't talking about the causes of the riots. Obviously, immigration is an element of the conversation. We've been having that conversation for 2 weeks here on Talk. Ukraine, could they be guilty of war crimes? Robert Amsterdam is a human rights lawyer. He's going to talk to us as is married to Jeff Steele. We're going to talk to the former Prime Minister of Israel, Ehud Barak, as well, after particularly we're told by Hamas terrorists Israeli attack on Gaza City. 80 people they allege are killed, and Israel says that's not the case. They often, of course, disagree. And to Aviva Segal, who was a hostage, a Hamas hostage, who was in captivity underneath those in those tunnels, in those Hamas tunnels. Her husband is still there. We'll be talking to her later in the programme. Also, rioting in the UK has been blamed on Israel. There's a video I want to show you on that of someone at a quote-unquote anti-racism demonstration talking about how it's all Israel's fault, which to me is a little bit on the old racist side. So we'll be talking about that. We'll also be talking to Andy Bell. Andy's a friend of mine. He is the political editor of 5 News. He's been on this programme before, has novel out recently, and he is the father of Georgia Bell, and she's an Olympic 1,500-metre bronze medalist. Now, a couple of years ago, she gave up running. She did a park run, one of those park runs, and consecutive, and she'd never done the 1,500 metres in less than 4 minutes, and then she set a new British record. It's an incredible story. We'll be getting the latest from he is, of course, still in Paris. I'd imagine perhaps with a little bit of sort of celebrating George's amazing bronze medal. We're also talking about a new poll showing Kamala Harris 4 points ahead of Donald Trump. 3 key swing states. Her campaign's got a lot of momentum over the last little while, and we'll be talking to Jeff Hume and Matthew Bryza, getting both the Democratic and indeed Republican perspectives on that. We'll take your calls, texts, and tweets as well. As always, 0344 499 1000. That is the number to call here on Talk. You can text me 87222 with the word Talk in your text. You can tweet me at TalkTV, or follow me on Twitter or X as it's now called, at Peter Carnbach. The main number does 3 things as well. You can send a voice note on that. You can ring me for a live conversation. That's the thing I prefer the most. Or you can just WhatsApp me a text on WhatsApp, which is the main number 0344 499 1000. I'm here till 1 o'clock. Stay with us here on Talk. Plenty to discuss this Sunday morning. So Sarah McEntee is with me now. She is the mother of Niamh at 18 years old. She's due to go to that Taylor Swift dance class in Southport. Of course, we know, sadly, so much about the most innocent, straightforward activity. And 2 weeks ago tomorrow, it was the subject of a knife attack, a knifeman who went in. And today is actually the funeral of one of those little girls, a 9-year-old girl, Alice Da Silva Aguilera, and she is being remembered today. Sarah, thank you for joining me on Talk. You, I know, have been heavily involved practically in a lot of this as well. You're involved with the Royal British Legion. Tell me a little bit about what you've been doing there, giving people practical help, not just those who are dealing with injured people, dealing with their young children, but also people who just want to talk about what Southport has been through?
So I think, when this happened, the whole town was looking for ways to pull together, to support each other, and everybody did that really quickly. We run a Veterans Hub here in the centre in Southport. It's open 5 days a week. We continue to open 5 days a week, but we were able to extend the time. All of our volunteers giving extra time to support that. And really, it was just, as we always do, just offer a space for people to come and to be together. And of course, at these times, sometimes we want to be on our own, and that's completely understandable. But ultimately, being with other people, whether or not that is, and we have people just coming in just to sit and to be quiet, to have a cup of tea, and tea is always something that we seem to turn to at these times. So having a cup of tea, or perhaps asking for specific support. So we've continued to do that, and we will continue to do that, because the emotions kind of ebb and flow, don't they? When it first happened, there was lots of fear, and there is still some fear around. And as we go now into this kind of period of saying goodbye to our beautiful girls, it will be different emotions there. So we will continue to support as best we can over the coming weeks.
If we actually discuss this, explained it, I suppose, answered the questions that your 9-year-old Neve has posed to you, because it can be a very difficult thing for many parents to know exactly what to say in such a horrendous and shocking period of time.
Yeah, it is really, really difficult, and clearly I've spoken to lots of my friends, and people approaching it in a different way, and people wondering, how honest can we be about what's happened? The reality is,
Namaste.